What does summertime, a cold drink, a fresh pool, and wasps have in common? Well, 3 of them are good for you. The last one stings your rear off, so absolutely nothing. In today's video, guys, I'm going to tell you how to get rid of those pesky wasps that are destroying your backyard get-togethers. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, CraigHowToPest.com. If you've never been to this channel before, guys, and don't know what it's about, I'm going to tell you right now. This is where we highlight professional grade products, and then we show you DIYers how to use them. If that's something that's of interest to you guys, hit that subscribe button down below, and these videos come out multiple times a week. Also, guys, we are going to throw links up in the channel during the video, and you can direct order by punching on those links. Guys, it's YouTube shopping, and it couldn't be any easier. So if you see a product you like, just hit that button. But hey, without any further ado, let's get into today's video. Welcome back to the channel, CraigHowToPest.com. It is summertime, like I mentioned in the intro, and boy, the wasps are out like crazy. We are getting calls off the chain to knock these things down, especially before the 4th of July coming up, because everybody wants to have a barbecue, a pool party that is wasp-free. And that's what we're doing for people out there, guys. We are getting them wasp-free. We are currently at a house right now that had a plethora of wasps out there. We've knocked down a few nests. We've saved the last one, which I think is the best one because it's a unique place that we have seen wasps. I actually have never seen a wasp place a nest inside this. They've actually chewed through the drape of an outdoor patio cover, I guess you would say, or blinds or whatever they may be, and then went ahead and built a nest inside. But let's get the camera over here and I can show you. These are 4 of the nests that we've already knocked down. Now, this nest right here, do you see all the eggs in there? Those are wasps that will never hatch. They pack these things full of these little eggs, and that's how many wasps you get depending on how big the nest is. Now, if you look here, you got one a little smaller, but you see all the eggs shoved in there? Again, wasps that this family will not have to deal with. And then it goes so on, they got smaller. Now, I don't know how big the one in the back is gonna be. You're gonna find out as I find out. A go-to product for you guys out there, you DIYers, you pros, is going to be today's product, and it is going to be Zenprox Wasp-X2. This is a fantastic product by Zoicon, guys. A couple good things about this. It can be used indoors, it can be used outdoors. Now let's talk about indoors for a minute. Non-occupied spaces. You can't go and just spray this in your living room. Now, you shouldn't have any need to do that anyways. But indoors, they mean attics, they mean basements, they mean sheds, garages. If you happen to get wasps in there, this is going to deal with taking care of wasps, hornets, and yellowjackets. And yes, it is labeled for ants and cockroaches. It is not going to be your go-to for that, in my opinion. And it is a quick knockdown. It also is good for about 20 feet away. Now, you need to be upwind. The wind needs to be at your back. You don't want this pushing back in your face. So if you have windy conditions, rainy conditions, things like that, you're not going to want to apply this. Now, what I'm going to tell you next, I'm going to totally go against because I need to give you film and I just don't care. But you DIYers, the best time to apply this, especially for hornets and wasps, is going to be early in the morning or right in the evening time as the sunset has gone down. Why? Because they are less active and you are going to have more of them back in the nest. Now, the great thing about the Zenprox Wasp-X2 is not only is it a quick knockdown, it's going to leave a residual. So wherever you spray this, you're going to have residual spray that's going to be there to take care of any wasps that may not have been in the nest. But if you do that in the times I told you, early in the morning or right before evening time at sunset, you should be good to go. They should all be back in the nest. For me, that could be an issue. They may be out right now foraging. Now, you don't want to get stung by a wasp, guys. Have you guys ever seen this? Don't lie, man. You know it was probably even you. You've seen that. You've been in the pool. One landed on you. You freaked out. Water splashing everywhere. You're trying to keep them off. Well, that's what this is going to help prevent. It's going to wipe down those wasps that are like under the eaves right here. And we knocked these down that I showed you, the 4 we showed you right here. These were all on the 2nd story of the house. So they were easy to get, they weren't as easy to get to as the lower story. Now, what do I do in situations like that? It's more than 20 feet. So I can't use the Zenprox Wasp on a 2-story house. I'm just not gonna get up there and get that coverage. So I'm gonna give you guys a recommendation right here. Now, everything I talk about in today's video is gonna be right up here with a QR code if I speak about that product, and you can punch on that code and you can go directly to howtopest.com and get that product. If it works for you, shipped to your house. It is YouTube shopping, and it just couldn't be any simpler, guys. Every product I talk about is at howtopest.com. But let's move on with this brush. This is a great brush, guys. This brush right here will reach up to, and again, I'm going to put it right here, QR code with this brush, and then you need a duster on top, a brush on top, a cobweb brush. This one is tore up from the floor up because you can see it gets used. And there is a, take a look at that right there. That is a brown widow egg. We'll talk about those in other videos, guys, but that's what that is. This brush has done its job, done its duty, and performed well, but you're gonna need one of these. They simply just screw on to this pole right here, and I wanna show you how much extension you get out of this pole. I think it's 30 feet. It'll be on the website, but I wanna show you guys. You will see, and do you see how easy it is? Each section just opens up like so. And I'm on to my last section now. Now see if the camera can get that. You see how tall that is? Let's do a visual. Let's go up top. 2nd story right here. I'm above it. Do you see that? This is how you get to 2nd story wasp nests, 2nd story cobwebs, spiders, whatever it may be. This is your go-to. I got unhappy wasps coming back wondering why I took their nest. Okay, so that is the extension pole with the JT Eaton cobweb brush. But let's go back to what I'm excited about, and let's show you the Zenprox Wasp-X2 in action, okay? I'm gonna put that right here, grab that, and if I can just get the camera to follow me back here. Okay, guys, I've talked about this in every other video that we've done. If I haven't, shame on me. Every time you use a pesticide, you have to have on what is called PPE, personal protective equipment. Right now, you can see how I'm doing jobs. Professionals, you're already gonna have this on. You DIYers, if you don't follow these instructions about PPE on the label, then shame on you, and you're just not protecting yourself. And I would do it. It's no good not to have it on. It's long sleeve for Zenprox, and this is most pesticides. Long sleeve gloves, chemical resistant gloves, long pants, socks, and shoes. And with Zenprox, you're gonna have on the glasses. We usually have hats on if we go way overhead. I'm gonna be standing back, so I don't have the hat on today, and it is optional, but it's not a bad idea. So let's put the gloves on, and then let's show you this very last wasp nest that we have not knocked down, and we hopefully have saved the best for last. Could be a small nest, could be a big nest, I don't know. We're gonna get into it. Okay, here we go. I've told you how far this sprays. I told you the residual it leaves. I've told you the insects that it takes care of. What I haven't told you is you have to shake the can really well. So before you use this, you need a good shake. So I would shake it for a good 20 seconds, okay? 10 seconds is probably fine, but just go overboard. It's not gonna hurt it. So just shake this thing up. And then let's hit the camera right here while I'm talking. This wasp nest is right up in here. And one or two things is gonna happen here. I'm gonna irritate wasps, and then I'm gonna spray the wasp freeze, or I'm just gonna be able to show you. What do you guys wanna see first? You think I should just spray it ahead of time, and then we'll get into taking it apart? Let's do that. Do you get the camera in there? Can you see that? Can you see the wasp in there? Are they moving? Oh, I see them. I see them in there. Look at that guy looking at you. Hopefully the camera's picking that up. Okay, guys, we are gonna treat because, oh, there he goes, coming out the side right there. Watch this, guys, stand back. Can shook. Let's go this way because I feel the wind over there. Now watch this. Oh, they're coming out. Do you see that? Look at that. Because these guys are harmless now. They've been hit with this. They're not trying to sting me right now. They're just trying to survive. Now, you're usually not going to be this close with Zenprox because you're going to stand back and you're going to hit it. You see them coming out? I got to get close because I don't know what's going on in that thing. I don't know how big that is. So we're just spraying as we go, so I'm barely hitting it. Usually you're going to stand back 15 feet, 20 feet, and they are falling like crazy out of this thing. Do you see this? Look at this. This guy's flying away. They didn't get hit. Let's do another one. Let's hit that guy right there. Okay, he's good. So you're going to spray it for approximately 2 seconds on a nest that's fully exposed that you can see. Is there more coming out over there? That guy, okay, let's get over here. We're going to get into it, guys. I'm going for it. I see guys in there walking around, but hey, we're gonna do it. Hold that can for me. We're gonna take this plant down because it's in our way. Camera's gonna stay on there. And here we go. We're gonna slide this bad boy open and see what happens. I see the nest. Can you see it? Oh, look at that, look at that. I think we already wiped them all out. There were probably a lot that were not in the nest right now, but stand back for just a second there, Nate. I wanna show you guys how far this will get. Okay, let's go ahead and let's just spray this thing up close since we don't have anything. And this sucker's gone, okay? It's residual. If they come back, it's gonna eat them up. It'll tell you on the label, wait 24 hours before you remove nests. I would say that holds true with hornets and yellowjackets. Paper wasps, they're fairly docile until you tick them off. They really don't want anything to do with you. But that is Zenprox X2 Wasp on a wasp nest and how fast it wipes those suckers out. You saw the ones we hit. Look at this guy. He's still hanging out right here. God, I wish I was a little taller. Look at that. The guy's dying, so he's not really worried about stinging me. Famous last words, and I get nailed. But you see that? It's a goner, man. I can't say enough about this product. Fantastic product to have on the go for you pros out there. You DIYers, great to just grab that when you need to wipe out the occasional wasp nest. Any comments? Shoot them in that comment section down below. I'm happy to answer them for you. This was kind of a quick one, even maybe a wonk, wonk, wonk. I don't know. We showed you how it wipes them out though. Thanks for all the thumbs up out there. If you have not subscribed to our channel, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button. And these videos come out multiple times a week. Craig, howtopest.com.